At the other guard position, Daniel. At center, JaVale McGee. At power forward, Anthony Davis. At the other forward position, LeBron James. The head coach of the visiting teams, Frank Vogel. From Michigan State, number 23, that's small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 22, Andrew Wiggins. From Washington State, number 11,
It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and 2 Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, it took 5 long months, but Anthony Davis's trade request was finally granted. And now he has a new start in Los Angeles alongside LeBron James. And the Lakers now boast 2 top 10 players. Kevin, this is a team with legitimate championship aspirations.
And DA, that's the standard for the Lakers organization. Thanks for that report. Let's now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Green.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
And now the Lakers starting group, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green out there with Bradley, and it's McGee in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for Golden State, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's Chris in at the 5 roaming the paint.
Boy, how about the Warriors enjoying this beautiful new arena, the Chase Center. What an incredible amount of work went into getting this built, and that was before they even broke ground, guys.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Now here's James. Outside, Green. From deep, McGee trying to break free. Here's Davis. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now here's Curry. Clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. Drains it from beyond the arc. And And the Chase Center will enable the Warriors, they think, to spend big on talent. But you know what, Doris? There is still a lot of nostalgia for their old home in Oakland.
No doubt, Kevin. The fans were so incredibly loyal. Oracle Arena was known for its rowdiness. The hope, obviously, that spirit will travel across the bay.
Basket counts. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
And the pass to Thompson. Offensive rebound. Chris gets the bucket.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass. Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Curry on the wing. He can't get that one. And the Lakers going the other way now. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in San Francisco.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Anthony Davis. And here is Curry, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Bradley, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
And free throw good from Avery Bradley. You can see it, Doris, with some of these good teams trying to build momentum as we get closer to the postseason.
You seem to know and understand which teams are good on both sides of the basketball. Are they top 5 efficiency, offense and defense? And as you know, Kevin, if there's a player with a hot hand, that can really make a difference in round one.
Absolutely. He doesn't get the second one.
Well, Kevin, how about the remarkable improvement of Avery Bradley over time? Once strictly a dominant defender, this guy can make threes, he can drive the lane. There isn't an aspect of the game where he hasn't grown.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Davis. Last game, 26 points. No good off the front iron.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And hey, we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Here's Wiggins. LeBron grabs the miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Davis, the pass to James. Here's Davis. Warriors with the rebound. Chris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Curry outside. Rebounded by McGee.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Green, the pass to James. Shoots over Curry. And again, the Lakers no good. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Wiggins kicks to Curry. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now, here's Bradley. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston. Here's Davis with the shot. Warriors with the rebound. Coming off that loss against the Nets. Here's Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on LeBron James.
How good is Green at drawing solid contact? He plays with a ton of heart. He's really good at making the defense commit.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
You know, simply stated, Draymond Green is an elite defender, one of the best in the game. But what's incredible to me is that he's able to accomplish everything he does on that end of the floor while being undersized in almost every one of his matchups.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And I know a lot of fans will wonder why centers just don't shoot over Draymond Green. Well, Doris, as you know, it's not that simple.
You're right, Kevin. Draymond, it's his competitive spirit. It's his willingness to hold his ground on the block, and it is very difficult to score on him. Why? Well, great length, great anticipation. This guy is flat out competitive and wants to challenge anyone, anywhere.
The stats for Wiggins. He's been in good form here the last few weeks, averaging about 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he brings it for them every game on the offensive end.
Well, I think you can tell he relishes this role, being the catalyst on the offensive end, night in and night out.
Inside, here's Green. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Bradley following the three-pointer by Andrew Wiggins. McGee, the pass to James. And the dunk by James.
I'd say the strength of a locomotive and the finesse of a ballerina each time he takes it to the rim.
Passes it to Thompson. Over Green, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Pass to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Curry. Thompson outside. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Green. Lakers trail by 3. Bradley dishes to LeBron. Green passes to James. Kept alive. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
And the Lakers making a change here. Howard's checked in. And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And we are talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he is able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Let's now go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams that specialize in intimidation. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The Lakers #1.
And sometimes a team will get one guy who can block. Other times a guy finds ways to get others involved in blocking. It can be contagious. If he can do it, why not me? Then all of a sudden you look up and you're leading the league in block.
Now here's Davis following the miss by Draymond Green. LeBron passes to Davis. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And let's check out the stats for Chris. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. 13th in field goal percentage. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado. And more often than not, he prevails. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. And he makes that one.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Pass to Curry, looking to end the run. The Lakers with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And the bright lights of L.A., perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
But this guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
And he knocks down the first one. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
And both free throws, good for James.
You have to love the leadership of LeBron James. Is he demanding of his teammates? Absolutely. But they can take it because he demands more from himself. Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
There's the pass to Davis. Outside Rondo. With the teardrop. Here's Howard. Banked in off the glass.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Warriors trail by 4. Curry kicks it to Looney. From deep three-point range. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. Curry's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors. Rondo finds James. And Pascal pulls it down.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
That gives them the lead. That's now 8 points for Steph Curry.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And Davis can't get it to go.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. LeBron outside. Will it go? And Pascal pulls it down.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Curry's shot is good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Kuzma's checked in for LeBron. Caldwell Pope outside. Passes it to Howard. Davis dishes to Rondo. Shot clock at 5. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Davis. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And that's 11 points for Davis.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Here's Poole. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn. "16 feet away, and the Warriors get it back."
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Floats one up, and Looney sends it back. He's guarded by Howard. Pass to Poole. Curry against Kuzma. Curry passes to Looney. Over Rondo. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Kuzma. Shoots over Curry. Kuzma, that's good.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Looney. Here's Curry. And another basket for Golden State.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Curry against Rondo. We've got 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Davis. It's deflected. Now Curry. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Pascal. Oh, he got it to go!
Wow, how about that?
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Warriors ahead as they end the first quarter with a huge surge, an 18-6 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. All the great Golden State Warrior scores. Draymond Green spoke about feeding the hot hand.
I think there are times where one of the guys needs to take more shots, and sometimes where we can be a little bit too unselfish. You know, if one guy thinks, hey, man, I'm taking too many shots, let me get someone else involved. But if you got it going, we all want you to shoot.
Well, why not? Green knows that, Greg, if you're in the zone, keep firing.
And with his unselfishness and vision, Green, more often than not, is the one setting the table.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors, Rondo. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Poole. The pass to Curry. And another three for Golden State.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Rondo passes to Howard. Back to Rondo. Passes to Howard. Kuzma outside. 4 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range. Warriors leading by 11. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. To the wing right side. Here's Poole. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Pass to Pascal. And it's good for 2. Pascal's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Rondo. It's rebounded by Poole. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to Houston. They get it again. Curry passes to Pascal. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, you get a sense of the recognition from Steph Curry and how quickly he moves through his progressions because, boy, if you're open, he's going to give it to you.
To end the run, Howard trying to free himself up. Another shot, and the layup is up and in. Howard's got his second bucket tonight.
His entire career, Dwight Howard has been an absolute force on the glass. Nice finish.
They get a hand on it. Howard with the steal. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. The Warriors pull it in.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Kuzma passes to Howard. Takes it from 10. And that's off the glass and in. Howard's got 4 this quarter.
That is a grown man move from Dwight Howard. You know, even as Dwight Howard heads for his mid-30s, I believe he can still impact the game. This guy is a physical specimen. He can be a tremendous force as a shot blocker and a rebounder. Timeout
called the Warriors. And surely Howard not as explosive as he once was. But as you said, Doris, the presence is still there.
No doubt, Kevin. And this team doesn't need Dwight to put up 20 points. That's not what he's here for. They need rim protection, and they need him to rebound at a high level.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Green comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Avery Bradley in for Rajon Rondo. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the two best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Lakers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
Free throw good from Bradley. Well, it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Count that bucket. 8 points for LeBron.
The defense really doing their best to body LeBron James, but he is just a physical beast who cannot be contained.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Some numbers for Draymond Green. His last 10 games, averaging about 3 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
McGee with the block. Green against Thompson. Green dishes to James. And they double up James. McGee in the corner. The shot will not fall. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. A floater and the play by Curry as he finishes it off for 2. Curry's got 20.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by Los Angeles.
Fades back. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from LeBron.
You know, here's your problem. You've got to be able to close out hard to LeBron James because he knows he can score from there. This is his money shot.
Curry fires from way outside. Rebound the Lakers. Here's Los Angeles now. They've got a 13-2 run going. LeBron against Wiggins, and James gets it to go on the assist by Green.
The ability to flip the switch, right? LeBron James, he decides it's time for me to score a little bit right now. Let me give my team a little bit of juice.
Thompson outside. No good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Davis is checked in for Los Angeles. Back to LeBron. 5 to shoot. Shoots a fader, and again it's the Lakers.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Thompson outside. Pass to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got 23.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Knocks it loose. Curry with the steal. On the wing, Wiggins, guarded by Bradley. It's stolen by Green. Now the pass to LeBron. Shoots over Curry. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just one on the basket from LeBron.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Curry outside. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Bradley with the ball. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Looney's checked in for Chris. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. Passes it to Looney. Curry against Bradley. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. Back to Curry. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
Well, last summer, Greg, was supposed to be a large courtship for Klay Thompson. The injury, though, kind of changed things in his free agency.
It didn't take long for him to re-sign with the Warriors. I think as soon as the team offered him a max deal, he signed. Looks like the Splash Brothers will be together for quite some time.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. The 2018 rookie class has been something to watch, Doris. Talent at the top, but also some terrific mid-round picks.
You know, no question, Landry Shamet is a guy who I think can be a clutch, big-time scorer who does not seem bowed by any moment, doesn't seem to be affected by pressure. Mitchell Robinson had one of the great shot-blocking seasons in New York Knicks history. I know the team didn't have success, but as a second-round guy, Mitchell Robinson could have an awfully long career.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
James. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Wiggins drives in, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
But love the pace. Wiggins being super aggressive, initiating contact. Beautiful.
Here's James. Second chance shot. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from McGee.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Outside Curry. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
You know what never ceases to amaze me, Kevin, is Steph Curry's ability to contort his body, draw the contact, get the call, and still find a way to make the shot. I don't think it's possible to overstate just how revolutionary a player Steph Curry is because of the way he has changed the spacing on the floor. Never before have we seen a player who shape-shifts a defense like Steph does. And that is because once he crosses half court, you better guard him.
free throw no good for Curry. And with the way Doris defenses have to adjust for Curry, it just leaves so much more space for the rest of the team.
I think coaches, Kevin, because of Steph Curry's presence, they have got to change their defensive schemes, account for spaces on the floor that traditionally you wouldn't have to account for. That puts Steph Curry in a class of his own.
The Lakers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Lakers. That one drops. He ties it up. And the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, Kev, those are the instincts of LeBron James that we're witnessing. Just terrific at sensing when the defense has left one of his guys open.
Nice shot by Thompson.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Rondo at the elbow. Fires from 18. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Rondo's got his second basket of the night.
And, you know, he's proven to be capable at sinking that mid-range jump shot. Rondo has to be respected from that part of the floor.
Rondo against Curry. Thompson surveying the floor. From deep. That shot missing. Great D that time from Davis. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
And it's Davis with the jam.
I love to see LeBron James work hard to get his teammates going. This guy is focused on everyone feeling good.
Pass to Wiggins. The whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. The Lakers making a switch here. Howard's checked in. Lakers leading by 4. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Rondo's shot is off. The Warriors shooting just 39% in the second quarter. Poole the pass to Wiggins. Looney kicks to Thompson. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Thompson's got 8 points.
Well, this is his specialty, right? Klay Thompson's shooting form from range, so pretty.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, they was important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got to offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket. Just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 18 points and 9 rebounds. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we saw from him in his last game. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, I like the effort on the boards, because a game could come down to just a few key possessions, and extra rebounds can give you those extra possessions if you work at it.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
The three-point shot has really, really helped them out. I don't always like to see teams rely on the 3, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. they keep setting good screens, running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Anthony Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Bradley in at the point.
Yeah, smart play from LeBron. He, recognizing his best option was the pull-up.
Thompson outside. Outside for Curry. Unloads. Gets a very good look and converts. Curry's got 27.
On any given night, you understand that Steph Curry is a threat to go off, and it doesn't ever become less enjoyable to watch. How about that, Kevin?
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And they double up LeBron. Davis, the pass to Bradley. Floats it up for Davis. Draymond Green pulls it in.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Pass to Davis. To the middle. Here's Bradley. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Bradley's got 5 points so far.
I think you've got to get physical with Avery Bradley down low. When you don't, he will punish you with his versatility.
The pass to Wiggins. Over LeBron. And it's Wiggins missing.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, he sees the play developing, takes care of his responsibility. Just terrific job defensively.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Bradley against Curry. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And another three for Golden State.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Curry against Bradley. Pass to James. They kick it out to Green. Here's McGee. It's blocked.
Man, how quick does he get off the floor? Chris rises high and sends it back.
Green finds Curry. On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Green. For the lead. Another three for Golden State.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
LeBron outside. Pass to Davis. Lakers working the ball around now. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Green dishes to Bradley. Over Wiggins. Up again. It's good on the putback. McGee's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Wiggins outside. That one good for 2. Wiggins has got 9.
The aggressive finish inside. Andrew Wiggins beats some very good defense.
And it's Bradley with the ball for the Lakers. Outside, Davis. Here's McGee. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. He's got 8.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Pass to Curry. Shot on the wing. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
All right, a chance to check out numbers for Stephen Curry.
He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, averaging 23 points per game, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
First one falls for him. And the Lakers with some changes. Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Alex Caruso in for Bradley. And both free throws good for LeBron. And it's the Warriors with the ball. And there's the pass to Wiggins. Poked loose. It's stolen by Green. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do at the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you.
And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
A beautiful reverse layup. And it's a 6-point Laker lead.
You can't fault the defensive effort there. At times, Kuzma's just too talented a scorer on the drive.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outside Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Can they get it? Caruso grabs the miss. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Timeout.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Curry looking it over. Smailagic, guarded by Kuzma. Curry can't get it to go.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Now here's LeBron. He's covered closely. Shoots from 14. That one doesn't drop. And Golden State will come the other way. Passes to Pascal. Good work defensively by Morris.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
They get the rebound. Pascal off with the layup. Lakers leading by 8. Up top, Kuzma. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Now, here is Morris. Not a lot of room.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Here's Pascal. He's got 8. That's tipped. James with it. Now defended by Wiggins. They push it up 4 on 3. And James gets it to go. LeBron's got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers.
Oh, The athleticism and the speed of James in the open floor never ceases to impress. He is just a beast at finishing these fast break opportunities.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. Some nice passing by Golden State here. 5 on the clock. To end the cold streak, drills the three-pointer.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now here's Curry. He's guarded close. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Caruso, no good. Warriors trail by 9. Pass to Wiggins. Green with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. Here's Caruso. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Golden State's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Curry finds Wiggins. Back to Curry. Launches it. Good on the triple. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Los Angeles calls timeout. One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
And the Lakers with some changes. Howard's checked in for Markieff Morris. Caldwell Pope comes in for LeBron. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Danny Green. Howard with it. Looney on him. Howard, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Unable to get that one. Warriors trail by 9. To the paint. Pass to Poole. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
Lakers leading by 6. Outside Rondo. To the inside. Here's Kuzma. And that one drops for him. Kuzma's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Poole the pass to Wiggins. Looney down low, working on Howard. They get it back. Tries yet again. He gets that one.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
1:20 left to play in the 3rd. Outside Rondo. Here's the teardrop. It's tipped. They retain possession. Goes back up. Knocked away. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. The pass to Howard. Lays it up off the glass. Howard's got 8.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Top of the key, Looney. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Howard. Lobbed up there for Howard. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high flying as ever.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Wiggins. He's got 9. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Here's Pascal. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Lakers ahead, leading by 10. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Thompson is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And there's Chris. And it's Pascal in at the power forward. That's the Warriors 5. Down low, here's Caldwell Pope. The Warriors pull it in.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And here's Wiggins. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Makes it off the glass.
Works that one inside nicely.
Now Rondo. Looking to get it going. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And just enjoy watching Rondo utilize that speed on the drive. Just kind of nice through the defense there and dares you to attack it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Thompson outside. A floater, and the layup is good.
Well, Klay Thompson has just about every shot in his arsenal, including that high-arcing floater.
Kuzma outside. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. It's stolen by Green. It's Thompson off the drive and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, the hard-charging approach of Klay Thompson paying dividends with the foul call. Hey, they like to see that kind of aggressiveness.
And Doris, for as great as Klay Thompson is with his shooting and his scoring, you have to acknowledge his terrific defense as well.
Kevin, he is elite on the defensive end of the floor. For Klay Thompson, he's tall enough, he's long enough, he's got exceptional feet, exceptional length, incredible discipline, stick-to-itiveness. Any defensive quality you could hope for, Klay Thompson has it.
The first free throw is good.
Well, guys, there's no doubt if you're talking about the best shooters in the NBA right now, Klay Thompson's name has got to be in the conversation.
Bradley's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. He's perfect from the line this time. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Outside Bradley. Tipped away. Thompson against Bradley. Thompson passes to Pascal. Good on the shot.
Come on now, this guy is more than just a great shooter. Klay Thompson, really good feel for the offense.
That's his third personal, team second. Hustle. Shooting one.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Rondo scanning the floor. On the wing, Davis. Outside Bradley. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And it's 8 points for Avery Bradley.
Well, I love how self-assured Avery Bradley has become. On the catch and shoot, there's no hesitation.
Chris pass to Pascal. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Thompson, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Dwight Howard.
Well, he does a lot of his work on the interior, more than people realize. Klay Thompson gets those calls because of his willingness to put himself in tough spots.
Klay Thompson.
And the first one drops. Second free throw, no good.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Davis kicks to Rondo. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Bradley. Higgins with the block.
Well, using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins airmailing it back.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
To the left wing. Davis in the corner. Caldwell Pope outside. Clock at 4. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got 8 rebounds in this game. Green dishes to Wiggins. Back to Green. And no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. Caldwell Pope passes to Bradley. Headshot off. Great D that time from Green. Thompson outside. Takes the 3. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Passes it to Davis. Caldwell Pope outside. Rondo with it. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Wiggins.
Boy, for all the talent Andrew Wiggins brings to the table, you wonder what his assessment of the 2018-19 season is. Obviously, he took a step back in terms of his production, and I think that had a lot to do with his lack of consistency with his shot. He's got a ton of talent. Let's see where it takes him.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
I think Wiggins will always be remembered in that monster trade for Kevin Love a while ago. You don't see many trades like that in the NBA.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. James comes in for Caldwell Pope, and it's Green in for Rajon Rondo. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Boy, the missed free throw there keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Here's James. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And with Wiggins, Doris, and his struggles last year, he seemed to be relying more on his outside shot.
You wonder if Wiggins feels the pressure of an NBA that now so heavily emphasizes that three-point shooting. But his strength, to me, is putting the ball on the deck, attacking the rim, and relentlessly going at defenders. He's got to get back to that.
Lakers trail by 3. And the Lakers call time here. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Thanks, David.
You know, LeBron James has been fouled so many times in his career, it doesn't even faze him anymore. There is no stopping this guy.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, LeBron. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Bradley against Curry. Pass to Thompson. Fires from deep. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Outside, Davis. Back to James. And stolen by Wiggins. Inside, Curry. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
The drive by James uses the glass to finish the layup. James has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Almost seems unfair, gentlemen, to have a guy as strong as LeBron be able to handle the ball the way he does.
Chris kicks to Curry. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. Back to Curry from downtown, and another three for Golden State.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
LeBron passes to Davis. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Outside Curry. Here's Thompson. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Chris can't hit.
And if he thinks that's within his range, then you know what? He's got a low basketball IQ.
I'm a little surprised he would even attempt that shot. Much better to swing the ball to somebody else.
Wiggins kicks to Curry. Beyond the arc. Rebound the Lakers. James has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Knocked loose. Wiggins with it. Now Green defending. Thompson against LeBron. Thompson passes to Curry. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
Outstanding take to the rack by LeBron. Always looking to get to the charity stripe.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Now here's Thompson outside Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Davis to tie it up. The Warriors pull it in. Curry's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Green with the block.
I'll tell you, for a 2-guard, Danny Green gets a ton of blocks. Great use of his length.
And it's LeBron missing. Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Pass to Thompson. Curry with it. Guarded by Green. Curry against Davis. Back to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Bradley can't get it to go.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Let's prove it time. 4th quarter. Don't get it done now. No more chances.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Charity stripe shot. And Bradley gets it to go. Bradley's got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Here's Curry. Curry, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
Well, it's a lean frame, but it's an effective frame because Steph Curry knows how to position his body in a way that draws the whistle.
The first one falls.
And you know this, Kevin. We most closely identify Stephen Curry with his three-point shooting. But the reality is this guy is a threat from any place on the floor. He is constant pressure on the defense.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Lakers trail. Bradley deciding where to go with it. Loads it up for Davis.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Thompson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires top of the key. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And they double up Davis. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Lakers now. McGee finds James to take the lead. They grab their own miss. Golden State's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times.
Klay Thompson calm and cool under pressure. How about the big bucket from Klay?
LeBron outside. And the dunk by LeBron.
Well, should any of us be surprised? If they need a bucket, LeBron says, get me the ball, and delivers once again.
1:31 left in the 4th quarter. Bradley against Curry. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Curry's got 42 in the game.
Boy, a monster bucket yet again from Steph Curry. Knew they had to get something from that possession, and you knew he'd deliver it.
Here's James. Warriors with the rebound. Outside Curry. It's stolen by Bradley. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. Count it!
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
And Greg, to me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Now the Lakers on the break. Bradley's got the ball. It falls!
Oh, Bradley has become a focal point for this team. Not in a huge moment will you see him take a sidestep. Love it.
Curry against Bradley. From deep three-point range, Curry's shot is off.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Boy, that was a big shot.
And stunned silence, guys. That's the atmosphere in here after that shot.
Timeout called the Warriors. They trail by 5. 24 seconds left in the game. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Yeah, Klay Thompson loves delivering in tight spots. How easy does he make that big bucket look?
And they go to the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
That's his fourth personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Shooting for Los Angeles, LeBron James at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. Outside Curry. No good on the 3. And so the Lakers take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin, with Danny Green. And Danny, we know how good a shooter you are, obviously, but you have really incorporated defense into your game. Now, how important is it for you to show up at that end?
Very important. I mean, it helped the team a lot. My job really is come in and bring defense and a lot of energy.
Well, mission accomplished for you tonight, Danny. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.